What's up with your family? You know, find a reading, find a reason to live, y'all. Find meaning in life, y'all. Even if you don't have a meaning in this life shit, find your why. You know, study something, become something, work hard towards something, y'all. But because you feel like it's destined for you to become somebody, y'all. You were meant to be something great in this reality, y'all. So don't let that fuel die out because it's still boiling inside of you. You know, when you are burning or feeling that furnace, it's because you were destined to be somebody great. Though you don't know what it is yet, maybe. You will find that as long as you stay on the journey and you stay true to yourself, y'all. Because you're not doing this for nobody, y'all. You're doing it because you chose to do it. Because you see yourself doing it and you are worth something more than what this reality is telling you, you know? You will truly get what I'm saying, y'all, once you keep your energy preserved. Because there's no reason for you to let it out, y'all. This matrix attacks you every single day you go to work, every single day you go out into this world regardless, y'all. You don't even necessarily have to work. But you just going around in this world forcefully, y'all, they're draining you of your energy, y'all. So that tells you that if you don't even practice this journey, y'all, you definitely have no battery or no fuel in the tank to start what you want to. And that's what people have let this world dictate their, reality. In order to take your life back, y'all, in order to, you know, focus on the things that you want to focus on, y'all, you gotta have some kind of energy coming in. You know, that's the only way, y'all, because in a world like this, y'all, they're constantly draining you of your fucking energy through websites, through people, through traveling, and partaking in things that you may not want to be around. That's why I tell your family that this shit is crucial, y'all. If you have no energy in this world, you won't get respect from people. If you have no energy in this world, you won't feel at peace with doing something you want to do. You're gonna be living in fear 24/8. You're gonna be scared of people. You're gonna be scared to start the conversations. You know. You don't want to be like that if you look at yourself like a divine being or a creator. Because a creator creates, y'all. You become. But I would like to say, man, peace to all the real ones watching this video. And keep going, man. Never stop, y'all. Whether you watch me or you don't. You have a purpose regardless. You're not meant to be at a job forever. You're not meant to, just stay comfortable forever, y'all. Eventually, you gotta wake up. The only comfort you should be enjoying or you should be appreciating, y'all, is the comfort you get when you are at peace, when you are sleeping, y'all. Or if you are doing deep meditations and literally working on yourself eternally, y'all. Those are the only two times you should be comfortable. Because when you work out, you eat healthy, you're not comfortable, you're forcing your body to absorb light, y'all. Light is what you feed on. Your soul craves light. Your ego craves pleasure. If you have no control over that ego, y'all, it's gonna run you to the fucking ground, y'all. That's why many people die over pride, because they can't control that ego. It's not about submitting, y'all. It's about knowing to pick your battles wisely. And if there's a way where you can't win, why are you trying to win, y'all? You shouldn't even care about that shit, y'all. It's pointless. Because you shouldn't be having to prove yourself to nobody. But this was the beginning of the video, and let me get to the actual topic now, y'all. So a lot of people, they wonder if they release, say they give their energy to their woman, or let's just say you gave your energy to yourself and you lost it because you did something that you didn't want to do, but in that moment you weren't thinking about it, family. So let's just say you relapsed. Let's just say you lost all your energy. Maybe not to a woman, but to yourself. Maybe you couldn't control your desires and you edged, or you lost your edge, right? You may be asking me, did I lose everything? What happens to me now? Well, I've been in your shoes before, y'all. So I'm always gonna give you the best answer to this solution or to this topic, y'all. So first thing I want to say is that, it's gonna eat you alive, no matter what. Especially if you care about how you felt in that moment before you lost your energy, and when you have so much energy, y'all, and you are living day to day, you build a bond with that presence because that's you. So you feel good because you are living good, right? So the first thing you're gonna feel is literally a loss of dignity. You're gonna feel like you lost respect for yourself. You're gonna feel like you regretted what you did because nothing temporarily is ever worth more than something that's long-term peace. That's why I tell you, family, though this is a journey, you must realize what the fuck you are doing. Pay attention to the actions you make and the decisions you really, choose to take, because everything starts with a thought, y'all. And if your thoughts ain't holy or they're not pure, you gotta eradicate them immediately. Because if you give them energy, if you feed into them, you're allowing the devil or the evilness of this world to take control of you. And that's not what you want to allow to happen, yo, because the enemy's gonna use anything he can to keep you under his control. When you're on this journey, long-term wise, you're uncontrollable because you're gonna do what you gotta do. The enemy wants me telling y'all this shit, fuck no. But I do it because my soul tells me to get up and make this video for the ones who need it. So therefore I will, because I have the breath to. There's over 1 million motherfuckers on this planet around me right now that are living like me, but yet don't have the energy I do, so they can't make this video like how I can with so much passion and intensity. So to answer your question, chosen one, yes, you did lose a lot of energy. I'm gonna be honest with you, I will not lie, because when I was living at that state, y'all, and I lost a lot of my energy, y'all, I wanted someone to give me the truth, because it would make me feel better knowing that it's real. So yes, once you give your vital essence or your vitality away, yo, you will experience a loss or depletion in energy. That's not to say that you will lose everything, but you will lose a great amount. Think about it, family. If you've been, it also depends on how long you've been on the streak for. If you was on it for 2 weeks or to a month, y'all, sadly you lost everything, because a seed. Think about a tree. Think about a plant, y'all. It doesn't take 1 to 2 to 3 weeks for it to grow and you see its results. No, it's rising, but it hasn't risen yet. For you to be able to deplete yourself, let's just say this, family. If you go over 3 to 6 months on this journey and you slip up one time, you will still have preserved energy for you, yes. But you're not gonna feel good about yourself, because the more you practice this, the more you stay on it, the more you build a bond with yourself internally. So yes, you're gonna feel deeply in regret because of the shit you did. That's why I always tell you to have control over the mind, man. Meditation will help you be aware of those thoughts, but not allow you to take action on them. That's what meditation does for you. But yes, family, you will lose a lot of energy. So that's why I advise you, if you're on the journey right now and you have been thinking about giving into temptation, maybe you feel like nothing's happening, maybe you feel like nothing's changing in your reality, maybe you feel like the right woman hasn't approached you yet or came your way, so you're just gonna give it away and go back to stage 1. Don't do that. Don't do that at all, because you already know how it feels to live on a high streak, yo. You feel amazing. You know that shit deep down inside. You feel good. Your confidence is high. You're not hiding from nobody. You have more energy to do things, yo, and the attraction's there. So why would you waste that shit for something so quick and easily accessible, y'all? When the moment you choose to do that, you lose everything you worked hard for within those months or those periods of time. I've been at your state before. I wish I would have told myself this shit and actually listened to myself in those younger days of this journey. But as myself being 21, yo, and I have been on this shit for over a year already, straight, I have been on this journey for a long ass time, man. I'm over 500 days plus right now as we speak. Not because I'm flexing, but because I'm trying to tell you that the more you do things, or the more, let's just say, the more regret you live within. Because if you do things you don't like, y'all, it's gonna make you look at life differently. It's gonna make you not want to go back there because you know how it feels, right? So once I've experienced that state of consciousness after losing the energy I worked hard for, I was deeply regret for so long, because all I wanted to do was preserve that energy, build it back up. And I know that it doesn't take 1 to 10 to 20 to 30 days. It takes you months to build this shit back up. So if you haven't lost your energy yet, don't do it yet. Don't do it at all. Wait till the right woman comes into your life and you have a foundation that is building upon. If you don't have motion, if you don't have a proper base for you to essentially give your life force away, don't do it. Why would you want to give your energy away, y'all, when you need it to be a creator in this world? Only do it when you found the right woman, your finances are peak, and you are building, because you will have those things to back you up while your energy is temporarily rebuilding itself, y'all. Think smarter, not harder. Because it's not about working the hardest, it's about playing your cards right. But if you have already lost your energy, now this is where it comes into the part where it's most certainly crucial. Well, you have lost a lot of vitamins and minerals that your body thrives off of. So start taking vitamins again, y'all. Try that. If you can't eat right, eat more fruits than processed shit. And if you still eat the processed foods, yo, well, at least incorporate that into your lifestyle. Put fruits or veggies in your diet, yo, because it will help your body tremendously repair itself more faster. You know, eat dark chocolate, yo, because chocolate, it stimulates, you know, testosterone, and it gives you a boost in confidence. But remember this, family. You may have failed temporarily, but you didn't fall. You failed, but you didn't fall. You understand what that means? When you fail, that means you fail, but you're not endlessly falling. So when you fail, y'all, you instantly pick yourself back up from that edge before you can fall all the way fucking down to your death. So the best thing I would tell you right now is to learn from your mistake. If you feel deeply regret about what you did, that's because you deep down inside love the way you felt when you were on those higher streaks. Because you feel a feeling that nothing in this world could give you, y'all, which is power, y'all. This is why most people can't handle going long streaks, because of that power that's building up for it. It's too much for them to handle. If you're not doing nothing with this energy, y'all, you will eventually lose it. So that's why I say, man, find your purpose, y'all. Become a creator. Work out a lot, y'all. Eat right, because it will help you along your journey so you don't go back to the past. But this was a video, family, and if you watch to the end, I appreciate you for watching. You can always build that energy back up, y'all. It might take days, but don't count days, y'all. You can count the days, but it's gonna take longer because you're thinking about it too much, y'all. Realize that you did what you did and you can't take it back. So the only thing you can do now is move forward, eat better, you know, live righteously, y'all. Protect your fucking energy, y'all, because that's the most important thing for a man, to become somebody, y'all. Other than that, y'all, this was a video. And one more thing that I want to say is that life, we were given life, y'all. So make sure you live life with a purpose, y'all. Every action and everything you do, y'all, has purpose or action behind it, whether you believe that or not. So if you're giving away your vitality, y'all, ask yourself this: what's the purpose behind this? How will I feel after this? Will I love what I did? That's all you gotta do, y'all. Think before you do something. But this was a video, family, and I appreciate y'all for watching to the end, y'all. Y'all have. This was your boy, and I'll see y'all, man. The moon is out.